What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And y'all, I'm not actually mad at this episode of RHOA. It's been touch and go, but I'm not mad at it. Like the video as the intro, please. Uh, if I can find it. Oh, I found it.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I want to make it make sense.
Make it make sense. That's all. 1 and 1 got to equal 2.
Make it make sense, boo.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Trying to run, she can't run. Now who can't run? Now who can't run? Who can't run? Yeah.
I absolutely love her, Bob. I love everything about her. If I could get her on my show, I would. Who can run? Sharonda can run. Anyway, your girl Candy is doing big things. Now, I know a lot of y'all are not Candy fans. I get it. I'm just saying we don't see nobody else on CNN. Candy was on CNN today. I don't technically know if I can play this clip, so we won't. But something See It Loud premieres tonight. It's Candy's something Candy did. Don't get me wrong, I just saw this clip because it was on her page. But your girl is on CNN. Shout out to Candy. She said something though that I thought was pretty poignant. She said that Queen Latifah is the person that she thinks of how that she would like to emulate their career because she's an actor, producer, rapper. And Candy is kind of doing it all. So shout out to her. Give that girl some oxygen. Don't do Sharonda. Sharonda can run, and she gonna let you know. You about to find out. Okay, but anyway, let's get to the show. I'm not mad at it. Y'all, I'm not gonna go into the fibroid. I don't know what she was doing technically. The show starts off with Sheree, and she's trying not to have the surgery to remove fibroids, so she's trying to do holistic approach. I don't know. I've never had fibroids, so you guys can tell me in the chat. I believe they said that her fibroids were large. Like, did they say like tennis ball sized? At that point, is it too late to do the holistic approach? I do know that somebody told me that your fibroids can come back. So you could be having all of these painful procedures just for them to come back. But is it too late once they've grown so large to go the holistic route? Y'all can tell me in the chat or the replay gang. I don't really know much about fibroids. I'm sorry she's going through it, but I'm not going to really get into that. We move to Marlo talking about her first non-paying client. Date. Marlo's talking about her date. Marlo's going to play this up. We then had 10, 11 years of Marlo only talking about that man that she was using that hover round to get him upstairs. So she is going to milk this. Do I see something really happening between them? No. Do I think he has the kind of money that Marlo expects? No. But, shout out to her for actually giving us somebody different. So I'm not going to completely hate on her with this, but she says, something I still don't believe. I went on a date with somebody attractive. The jokes write themselves, y'all. Yes, we know that you're not attracted to the men that pay you to go on dates. We know, Marlo. Exactly. We got about 200 people in here. Definitely see where we are on likes. We don't even have 100 likes. Y'all hit the like button. Love Candy, but Candy. So I need likes so that YouTube knows that we are here. So there's no avoiding a hysterectomy. When the fibroids will constantly grow back, you will constantly bleed. It's just an organ that doesn't serve a purpose. Oh wow. Okay, well thank you, Miracle. I appreciate that. But yeah, Marlo, I will say this. Marlo's bedroom, it was really nice. I don't know how big her bedroom is in her townhome, but what she has been able to do with that townhome is really, really, I like it. I don't give Marlo too much, but what she's done with that townhome is, exceptional. I thought her bedroom was really, really nice. The glimpses that we saw of it. Technically, I'm sure you have to have a black card before you can see Marlo's bedroom. Moving right along. Moving right along. Sanya is trying to raise $50,000 for her charity, Mommy Nation. I'm here for it. When she was talking about who the charity, where the money would go, I had questions, but I love it. This woman is giving private education to children whose parents are homeless. Absolutely love the cause. I don't quite know why they would need a private education. I mean, I don't know how things go in Atlanta. Maybe you have to actually have a residence to be zoned to a school, but I can't imagine even if you were homeless, you couldn't go to a school. So I don't know if that gives them better education than the public school system. I have questions, but I love that she has teamed up with this woman. I had never heard of a private education for kids who might be homeless, but it seems like a good cause that I would probably research and see what I can do to help. Absolutely love that. Especially think about being a kid and you get creature comforts like Christmas and your birthday's coming with presents. Imagine being a kid living with your parents and you don't have a home. So maybe you're living in a car or a shelter. My heart goes out to them and I definitely will try to reach out to her and see, what I could do or what the straight shooters could do to help. But I have questions, but I like it. Okay. Sonya's still not my favorite, but I like the fact that she's showing her charity work. The auctioneer is sick, and she's gonna ask Kenya to do it. And it was the auctioneer's idea, and it was a spot-on idea. Kenya has that kind of personality, so that worked for me from the very beginning. Okay, the Kenya Moore hair care commercial. We're not gonna go into all of it. Y'all know I absolutely love seeing Kenya with Brooklyn. I like when Brooklyn looks at her mother with like admiration and she's just happy to see her. I love this for Kenya. And to know that she was a motherless child, to now have a child who absolutely wants to emulate everything you do and you can do no wrong in the world. And so you try to do your best by this kid works. Oftentimes, kids who've been abused, kids who didn't have parents, make the best parents because they overcompensate for what they did not have. So I love seeing Brooklyn with Kenya. Every scene with Brooklyn is going to be a good scene. Let me see what you're saying. Kenya and Brooklyn were so cute. So y'all are with me. Manetta, you doing the choreography. I kind of get it. I don't know. I mean, I know Kenya has shot commercials before, but I've never actually seen the commercials. So I'm curious to know if this is like going to be on television. It would make sense if this commercial premiered on Bravo. Like, I don't know how that all works if you are on the show and you want to do a commercial, but I don't know where these commercials go. But I am, your boy is growing his hair out. A lot of y'all thought I was bald and didn't have hair. No, I have hair. I just keep it short. I will be using Kenya Moore hair care products. So, Kenya, go ahead and cut the check. We get to see Roy. Roy pulls up. Now, he was very soft-spoken, and I I don't know if Roy is like a smooth operator, if he was just uncomfortable on camera. So they did seem to be like a little chemistry, but I don't know. Kenya's friend seems like such a gentleman. That's what I was getting. Like, I guess if you've never been on reality TV, now you have these cameras here. It could be a bit much. So the verdict is still out. I hope that Marlo did not actually sleep with this man like she alleged that she had. But, they look like a good couple to me. Anybody's better than Nose Ring. What's his nationality? I believe not Herman Munster. I believe he is Israeli. I believe he is Israeli, but don't hold me to that. Thank you so much for the super chat. You will not be calling this man Herman Munster. He says, Roy, a.k.a. Herman Munster, I see you, Ken. What is wrong with Roy? Roy is a man of a certain age. Once you take the filters off, you can see somebody's age, but I don't see any problem with Roy. I don't think he looks like Herman Munster. Be quiet, Q. Thank you for the super chat, though. Roy did not stay long. He was selling his product. Oh, my God. That guy doesn't seem like the type to want attention at all. Now, that's what I was picking up. I don't think he necessarily wanted to be on camera, but shout out to him for being on camera with Kenya when he didn't want to. Let me see. I hope she finds love. Kenya deserves that. I've grown to like her. Kenya is my favorite character. I know y'all hate when I say it. Kenya's my favorite housewife. She's my dream interview. Kenya's my favorite housewife. But that don't mean that I won't call her out when she needs to get called out. But she's my favorite. I got smooth operator, not comfortable on camera, but they look good together. Let me see. Now this was interesting. Kenya said it's hard to lock him down because he's a business owner. Kenya, you're also a business owner, a mother, and on a reality show. Like, you have a pretty full schedule. So if you can't lock him down, then maybe he's not the right one. Just saying. He kiss up. Don't do it, Tommen. Don't do it. Yeah, y'all be getting on me. I posted a picture of Andy and they went way left in my comments. I posted a picture of him for his birthday. They went way, way, way left on me. Like, I had to really write some people and DM some people and tell them they had jumped off a bridge. Anyway, I don't kiss up unless there's a black card like Marlo. Just playing. But I will tell you this, a little side note. One of my friends was on a plane with Kenya and Brooklyn on their way to Paris, and they were in first class. My friend said Brooklyn is adorable. That same friend was on a plane with the Grand Dame. Now, the Grand Dame wasn't going to Paris, but the Grand Dame was riding in coach. Just saying. No judgment. I fly coach. I fly Spirit, but I'm not a Grand Dame. But yeah, Kenya. I guess Kenya's in Paris with Brooklyn. I guess you just take mommy and me trips across the globe when you're Brooklyn and Kenya. Blah, blah, blah. Sanya. Now, this was funny. Sanya calls Kenya to ask her to be part of this event. And Kenya was like, this is the second time you didn't ask me to be part of the event without going through my management, which means you ain't paying me. She was in the mommy and me photo shoot for free. And now she's doing the MC for this for free. She doesn't. She needed to get there. Not Spirit. It's giving broke. Call me broke. I'm fine. I don't mind flying Spirit. Although right now I need a companion pass. So if you know somebody who's trying to sell one of those companion passes where you fly for a year, DM your boy. Make it make sense now, and we'll see if we could work something out. It does not have to be on Spirit. But yeah, I'm looking for I think it's called a companion pass. which is fine. You don't have to fly first class all the time. I was just being shady because she's the grand dame. But yeah, she flies coach like the rest of us. That's not even, that was light shade. That was light shade. Drew's mom and sister. I actually really like Drew's sister. And now that we got her full resume, and I feel like Drew's sister and I have a lot in common because I didn't really like take vacations and stuff like that. Before, like, more recently, I've been really just heavily involved in my career. So I definitely understand Allison, but we got them sitting down. Allison is still at the house. Allison wrote for Amen, one of my favorite shows. Martin, one of my favorite shows. She was Wesley Snipes' business manager. She wrote for Johnny Carson. I had to look him up, but he was like part of the Tonight Show. And there was somebody else. And Rock. So this woman was connected, which makes sense how Drew became a child star. If she's already in the industry and connected, she could definitely push her sister's career. And Drew was a really cute kid. She was also married to a former Chicago Bull who won a ring with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. His name was Craig, who got blackballed because he was really trying to fight for black people's rights and wanted to use his celebrity to endorse the movement. And, you know, he got blacklisted, fired. Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan denounced him. It was really bad. But that was her ex-husband. That's not the man who put his hands on her. Allison's story is gripping. Domestic violence, mental breakdown, and a super long career in Hollywood. She is a person I want to talk to. Johnny Carson was the G in the late night game. I know you didn't. I didn't really know. I've heard the name, but I've never like seen him. So I had to Google him. Child star, you say? I mean, she did commercials and stuff like. Stop it, Q. Stop it. Y'all will not get on me about Johnny Carson. You have to actually see the person to know their body of work, y'all. Whether you fly first class or not, everyone land as long as you get there. Right, but everybody ain't calling themselves the Grand Dame. Hello. Us flying coach is something. Karen, she puts on airs. It is what it is. I like Karen, but I'm not. Well, first off, I'm not that young. I did not look. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And Johnny Carson, the name sounds familiar, but I had to like really look it up. And then there was a big gap. So Martin was something that I knew about, but that was the 90s. Johnny Carson was like, I think the 70s and the early 80s, right? So she had a very long career. I'm 37, even though Johnny Carson is. You tried it. Well, Precious, did you ever actually see a Johnny Carson episode? That's the question, Precious. Not everyone can on a plane or Jeep. Look, y'all stop it. Y'all will not do me tonight on this RHO breakdown. But I'm really impressed with Allison, and I'm really glad that she's able to spend this time with Drew. I like her. I like her mom. Her mom gave us what Phaedra's mom probably could have been giving us, if she was showing more personality. So I definitely like seeing them together, especially now knowing that part of their problem that they weren't together was old Applehead, Blockhead Ralph. So, it is what it is. But we know what he looks. Y'all gonna leave me alone about Johnny Carson. I was not watching Johnny Carson. Like Jay Leno, I watched. I think he was like right after Johnny Carson, right? Mims is a Jew. He had to go. Carson came on after the news. I do go to bed early. Y'all Yes, they are picking on Mims tonight. Exactly. Thank you, Shay, for the one person who has my back. Okay, so we got 500 in the chat. We don't even have 200 likes. For picking on me, you should at least like the video. Thank you very much. But okay, let's move on. Sheree, Lisa Wu, Deshaun, and Kim. They really amped up this reunion. Deshaun could have stayed home. I don't ever hear anybody saying the one-hit wonder Deshaun Snow should come back to the Housewives of, like, Deshaun didn't talk on her season and she didn't talk tonight. This really should have been Nene. In all honesty, this should have been Nene's. Let me show you guys this. Now, Deshaun Snow does have a story, but she's not willing to really share it. Deshaun Snow, in recent years, after she dropped her husband, who basically had a baby on her while she was on RHOA, he had gotten the girl pregnant while she was filming RHOA. So once they got a divorce, he was free to be with his wife. They sold that house that they had been working on forever. It was really a sad story. But Deshaun on the show gave me that she was very entranced with the lifestyle, and that was the problem. I have a what did she say? A deaconess, not a deaconess. She had the person who was going to be watching her house. She had the babysitters. She couldn't do this because she had this charity that she was running, but the charity was a startup. I have a charity that I'm about to start. You guys, it's not as hard as she wanted to make it seem. She was entranced with the lifestyle, I think. I'm talking about Deshaun, because her marriage wasn't what she wanted it. He had finally retired. They had the big house. They had the lifestyle, but he had a whole woman pregnant. So I felt bad for Deshaun. But technically, Deshaun is a scammer. Deshaun and Marlo should get together, because what Deshaun became was a real estate agent. I think she works for Sotheby's, which is excellent. However, her lifestyle didn't afford her the things that she wanted. So what she was doing was, if you work and you sell real estate, especially high price real estate, you can get loans based on future commissions. Well, she didn't have the commissions and she was still taking out the loans. So she was accused of fraud for $157,000. And it said she's being sued for her cash advance. Thrivers provides advantage for real estate commissions that have not been completed yet. Thrivers sued Snow in the U.S. District Court for Northern Districts of Atlanta. According to the lawsuit, Snow's issue began when her expenditures outpaced her ability to earn funds as a real estate agent. Y'all, she's a scammer now. Maybe she was hanging with Marlo. No, this allegedly. Let me put my banner up. I don't know this lady like that, but that is real news that really happened. And it's so funny coming from Deshaun, the quiet one. But I guess times got tight after the divorce, especially if you have gotten so accustomed to living like that, because that house really set off Housewives of Atlanta. You had Sheree, who was losing her house. You had Nene, who didn't have a house. She got evicted. You had Kim, who was a mistress in a townhouse. Lisa had a nice home, but Deshaun had a mega mansion. And that definitely put the ladies, or in my eyes, it was a step up. But on this, she didn't say nothing. She was just, she gave us everything she gave on the show. Hanging with the people, trying to keep up with the genius. But yes, it is always the quiet ones. But it was nice enough to see everybody but Kim. Sheree wants to know, Sheree is trying to make us believe that these girls talk all the time. No, y'all did one episode of Carlos King's talk show. He had a late night show for one season. That's what you did. They didn't even know you had a grandbaby. These are not your friends. So did y'all think it was weird when Sheree was trying to say that these girls were going to go on the cash trip? Why don't we all take a trip together? I know good and goddamn well Bravo was not about to pay them to go on a cash trip with people that they don't know. It was a nice piece of nostalgia, but again, I would have preferred to see Nene in the mix. If you're going to do the originals, then do the original and do the one that made the most impact, which would be Nene. I don't like Kim, but Kim was impactful on those first couple seasons of RHOA. So that all made sense. Was there anybody else? I don't know, but I fell in love with the show as soon as Sheree, they went to Sheree's house with the broken gate, walk up, and the person says, "Hey, you're not on the list." And Kim says, "My name was on the list, but Nene's wasn't." That's the kind of mess and drama that had us hooked on the show. It was stupid. It wasn't trying to ruin lives, and that's what we need. But now everybody is so in tune with what happens on reality TV. We're never going to get like real moments like that. So just saying. Dropping in to show, oh, what's up, Q? Q, the other Q says, Kim looked good. Yeah, I said it. Now I heard the producer say Deshaun were filming Speak Up. Wait, what? Did the producer really say that? 15 years later and she's still mute. How dreadful. I didn't hear them say that, but if you caught that, that is dreadful. Thank you for the super chat, Q. I want to know about her scamming. Nobody's gonna bring Nene back. I know that. I'm just saying, in this event, in this situation, it is what it is. I would, if we're gonna do the OGs, we need to do the OGs. There were moments where I was just kind of like, what is this? Sheree says she loves them. Deshaun said 2 words. Kim should go on vacation. Kim can't afford to go to the corner store. And I love the fact that Lisa Wu asked her about the foreclosure. And Kim, as always, lied. Lie, la, la, lie, lie, lie. Lie, la, la, lie, lie, lie. When Kim said, you can't believe that. That was just an Instagram blog. You can't believe it.
Lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you.
And I was like, wait, what? What? Wait, huh? You can't believe it till it's on TMZ or People Magazine. Well, Kim, newsflash. This was you on TMZ. And wait, what do you know? This was you on People Magazine. And what do you know? This was Mim's first breaking story. I was the first person to break this news on YouTube with all the receipts, y'all. I don't play with when it comes to the receipts. But yeah, like, it is what it is. I broke the story on YouTube.
Receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
So it wasn't a lie. But you see how she does that? They even asked her about Candy, and she was like, I don't know what happened. I just sang a song. No, you stole the money. It was done on the honor system. They were supposed to do a 50-50 split, and Kim had made like $100,000, and they paid Candy $5,000. It wasn't even your voice. They worked magic. They did some Santa Maria. They did some voodoo to make you even sound somewhat palatable to the ear. All the money should have went to the producers and Candy, not you. And Candy sang background vocals to help you. Anyway, the point is, she always does this. I don't believe her. Y'all told me y'all don't even want me to report anymore about their fake ass divorce. So I'm not. It is what it is. Bye, Kim. Bye, Kim. You're so broke, sell all that jewelry that you had on. Stop going to the plastic surgeon. I do love Lisa for bringing that up. We can move on. Sanya's sister is mad again. Look, I'm over Sanya's sister. Honestly. Oh, before we get there, do y'all know Kenya has a Rolls Royce? Kenya then sold her Bentley and has the Rolls Royce convertible that she actually, bought. But she's not lording it around like somebody else, Marlo. She just happens to have a Rolls Royce. No rich African married man bought it for her, Portia. It's just, Kenya's Rolls Royce in the home that she bought for herself. Just saying. Kenya, This girl's sister is mad at her again. Look, I'm tired of Sanya's sister. She felt like Sanya, she's so upset because Sanya didn't give her her full schedule and she has to do her hair, be a part of the event, and get a babysitter for the kids. Your husband doesn't work. Why isn't he a babysitter? I think y'all are living rent-free in this woman's house. So is it just me? Or am I missing something, people? What is the point of you complaining? Your husband quit. She doesn't have another assistant. And what am I like? I don't really care for Sonya's sister. Every time she comes into the scene, I'm over her. I wanted her to pull a Phaedra.
Go away from me with this. Okay. Go.
This is your event. It's your big moment, and you got this girl making you cry and complain.
Go away from me with this. Okay. Go.
Your hair don't even look that good.
Go away from me with this. Okay. Go.
It's just a curling iron. I'm sure I could have done that for
Go
you.
away from me with this. Okay. Go.
I'm over her. I'm over her. Just go. We don't need you. Now, Sonya's sister was right, though. You're living rent-free. If Sanya doesn't have an assistant, she's filming the show and providing for all of you guys, and she misses that, then jump in and act as her assistant, too, for a little bit. Figure it out. Just saying. I'm tired of her complaining, unless this is like to keep Sanya relevant on the show. We got like almost 700 people in here. We don't even have 300 likes. Definitely hit the like button, people. The Mommy Nation event. I'm not messy. What Phaedra say? You know what Phaedra
Go away from me with this. Okay. Go.
I'm about to be messy because shout out to Sanya for actually having an event that people showed up. I was thinking, who else had kind of like a mommy brand that couldn't get seats filled? Monique Samuels. If you watch Potomac, y'all remember Monique Samuels had her live podcast with her stuff, and it had like 3 people in there. Shout out to Sanya for actually doing a charity event. Not that many people are doing these charity events on the shows anymore, so I really do appreciate her for that. And I like her business acumen to continue pushing her brand. So the event was nice. The people were there to support. It's a type of charity that I never even heard of. So kudos to Sanya, the Deshaun Snow of season 15. Moving right along. Kenya was separated from her +1, and so she was kind of mad about that. I don't know if that is okay, Kenya, because y'all are filming. So more than likely, they only wanted you seated with the cast. So to say that you can't sit with your +1, I think that was more like a diva moment. Is it great to not be able to sit with your +1? No, but I'm pretty sure when you're filming, it happens all the time. Just saying. But yeah, and she was an hour late when she was supposed to be early. Her stuff didn't fit. Marlo says she looked like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz slippers. Was Marlo just hating? Y'all can put in the chat. Did y'all like Kenya's outfit or was it a mess? I don't think it fit the best, but I wasn't mad at the outfit. I don't think the fit was there, but like she said, they were having to resew it like in real time. So you guys can tell me if it was a problem for you. Let me see what you're saying. Kenya's always late. Kenya's always doing the most, and that dress was a troll. Oh, so y'all didn't like it. Mess. Kenya looked beautiful. I like the dress. Okay, Timeless says, let's get real because y'all know I can be a little shady. Mims, she is a licensed stylist who closed her shop to come and help Sanya, who doesn't appreciate her sacrifices she had to probably make since they were kids. Well, I mean, the second part of this, the sacrifices, I don't know what sacrifices she had to make. But in terms of her having to close her shop to help Sanya, no, that's something that I did not know. I know that she moved, but I didn't know that she had a lucrative shop where they were from. So that is something for me to look into. because as it stands, to me, she comes off as ungrateful. So my thing would be, why would you close your shop? If you've had a viable business. I didn't like Kenya's look. Love Drew's clothes. The dress is cute, but could have gotten rid of the boots and the glove. I didn't like it. It was a mess. It was too much. Can you wear her clothes? Her clothes done with her. What? It was a mess. I love Candy, but I hated the outfit. She looks mammy made, as mom used to say. I didn't like it, but she didn't look. Okay, so y'all weren't feeling it. Mims, do you think a cast shakeup is coming or a reboot? Keep Kenya, bring back Portia Shamari. I do think a cast shakeup is coming because the ratings aren't there. I pretty much think you get rid of almost everybody. I think you could keep Kenya, keep Candy, keep Sheree, but don't pay her much. Bring back. Oh, I think Portia's coming back next season no matter what. Portia's ready. And fresh faces. I don't know if even keeping the old people is the best idea, but I would keep those three and then bring back Portia and get some new girls who have money. Like, I don't want them, I don't need to see another We Gucci lunch. Rich people don't do that. Hood rich people do that. And Sheree, she just don't know better. But anyway, they gave Candy. So we said most of y'all didn't like Kenya's dress. They gave Candy paddle 69. Sanya, what are you trying to say? No, I wouldn't be surprised if Candy does have a paddle somewhere with her bedroom candy that has 69 on it. But I think you was being extra shady. I think you was trying to call Candy.
You got a free coat sitting next to you. You better watch out.
Candy thought it was funny and cute, but I didn't think it was funny. Candy, you are not a freako.
You got a free coat sitting next to you. You better watch out.
But would I have done it? Absolutely. I play games with people like that. I definitely would have gave her a 69 paddle. Candy actually came. She drove in from Nashville, did her speak on it. Then I wonder if that was like during the Escape SWV. If you have not seen my Escape SWV plot to take down Tamika, you need to see it. I basically know that I was spot on now. Trust me when I say I know I was spot on in that video. So if you have not seen my plot to take Tamika down, you need to see that. That video took hours of research, and I have gotten confirmation that I was actually spot on with. So definitely check out that video. But so Candy drove all that way. So it was really cool that she attended the event. I don't think that Sanya is her favorite, like Sanya tried to tell us. I just think Candy can't be missing that many events because some people's contracts, if you don't show up, you don't get paid. And we all know Candy wants her she wants her money. She wants all her money. Sheree wins a special mommy award. Shout out to all the mothers out there. Why did Sheree win a special mommy award and not any of the other mothers? Like, did she do something special? Like, was it for the show? I do think that Sheree is a great mom, but I also remember this.
Be back in a little while, okay? Okay.
Yes, you had your children on air mattresses. I will never forget that. You were driving an Aston Martin, like my dog, a Range Rover. You were building a home. You were building Chateau Sheree, but your kids was on air mattresses. So I was just a little confused as to why she was the one out of everybody there who got the Mommy and Me. I mean, who got the special.
Be back in a little while, okay? Okay.
Y'all are calling me petty, but it was the producers of the show and the cameraman who zoomed in on the air mattress. That wasn't me. That was Bravo. You sacrificed your kid's bed for Aston Martin that got repossessed because you didn't pay your lawyer or attorney fees. She's come a long way. I'm really happy because I know the pitfalls of the whole like building a home and then almost losing it. I know all those pitfalls. So the fact that as a single woman, she was able to build her house. I give Sheree a hard time, but I applaud her for being able to keep her house. Now, if she kept it through some shady ways, some LLCs, Chateau Thelmas, whatever the case is, the house is there now. Don't talk about what was. Talk about what is now. Like Nene said, I got plenty cars in my garage now. Her Aston Martin was repossessed then. Let's talk about now. She deserved it. Okay, but they didn't tell us why. It was a cute moment with her son, but they didn't say, hey, this is what she's done. There's a lot of moms. Kenya's a great mom. Candy's a great mom. Manyetta's a great mom. Single mother with an alimony. Was she even eligible? I don't know. I think Sanya was just trying to do it to be cute for the show. Kenya sets the goal at $100,000. And I was like, to be honest, I really thought that Kenya and Candy were going to donate 10, or I thought that the girls would have gotten together and said, let's put in this extra 22, because we all know they have it. And let me tell you guys a little something. These people who you see doing these bids, it's tax deductible, right? So let's say Candy makes $2.5 million from the Housewives. When she does her taxes, that $5,000 she'll put, and it'll be sorry. I went back from the Don Julio 1942 to Casamigos. So she can put it on her taxes. We'll just leave it at that. So it's tax deductible. So the girls could have probably just put in $10,000 a piece. They would recoup it on their taxes. So, oh, y'all are going in. I didn't even see this. Sheree's kids have turned out the best. They're good kids. I got some news about Nene's son, and I chose not to report on it. I got inside information, and what I will say is Nene's oldest son is having some challenges. So his name is Bryson. If you're a praying person, keep Bryson in your prayers. If you are a person who doesn't pray, send him some positive energy. I'm not that type of content creator. I'm not reporting on that. But Bryson is having some major challenges, and just, lift him up. Say a prayer for Bryson. But yeah, Riley's doing well. A lot of the kids on these shows are doing well. They're extremely well adjusted to have been on reality television. Even Cynthia's daughter, I think she's like an influencer now. She chose not to go to college. She went the influencer route, but I think she's doing pretty well. Shout out to all the kids, because growing up on television is not easy, especially with, the stuff that happens on this show. I think they all really love their kids, and they do the best that they can for their kids. I'm not going to report on it. Like I said, I got information. I get information from a lot of different places now. I can just say he's not necessarily in the best place, and, keep him lifted in prayer or positive energy. Life is hard. Life is a struggle. So they raised $78,000 due to Kenya pushing the girls to all donate. I like the fact that they gave I like the fact that anybody gives to charity. So this was a good moment. And this is what I think should be featured on the show more often. It was a fun episode. I would give it at least a good 8. 7. A 7-8. Spring, summer. I don't care to hear any more about Marlo's man. I think that man is running stunts. He wants to be on television, and I don't necessarily believe it. Which y'all can put in the chat what you guys believe or not about Marlo's new boo. Not Candy's best mom, but she doesn't need any more awards. Mims, thanks for shouting out the kids of reality shows because it's not easy. It isn't. You have like Riley. One thing that I'll say about Riley, I don't think Riley ever wanted to be on camera, but she grew up on camera. Brielle wanted to be on camera. She got what she wanted, but you see the difference in parenting. Kim wanted her kids to follow in her footsteps, even though Kim knew that her money wasn't real. It's just kind of like fake it till you make it, land a rich man or land somebody's husband, do what you got to do. And her kids followed suit, and now they're all broke and about to be homeless. On the other hand, Candy pushed her daughter to do well in school, rewarded her for things like that. And now Riley's on the road to being an entertainment attorney. And technically, if anybody could have rested on their laurels on the show, it would have been Riley, because she knew she was going to inherit millions of dollars and the Candy would always take care of her. There is something to be said about people who are driven, and there's something else to be said about people who just kind of like go through the motions. Or, lay on their back. Human mattresses make money too.
No, your wholeness can get deleted. Your wholeness can get deleted.
And then they get married and say, well, I've been married. Doesn't matter that I dated a married man for the majority of my life.
No, your wholeness can get deleted. Your wholeness can get deleted.
That career means nothing to a man. Riley needs to learn how to marry where we don't want you to marry Todd. Is that I was heartbroken about how Char's first daughter was treated. Whose first daughter? Riley's managing somebody. Wait, who are we talking about? Not land somebody's husband. It's only 300. Yeah, we got almost 9. Thank you, Elias Tata. We got almost 900 people and we don't even have 400 likes. Mims, shady rich husband. Who had a rich husband? Marlo is dry as hell. Bravo could give Cynthia back her peach. Please don't. I don't mind Cynthia. Don't get me wrong. I actually like Cynthia. But I like Cynthia. I could see Cynthia spread around New York, spread around. I think Cynthia should be a traveling housewife because she's friends with Sutton. She hangs out with the Beverly Hills girls. She hangs out with the New York girls. Let her be a traveling housewife. Let her do more Ultimate Girls Trip. Have her do spots on RHOA. I don't think they should give her back her full peach, but they should definitely have her on there. I'm not mad at Cynthia coming back. She could take Sanya's place. My best friend's daughter went to school with Brielle. I heard Brielle wasn't great in school. But she'll do what she got to do for some John Legend tickets. Let me stop. This was I didn't mind the episode. Tomorrow, guys, we are doing our panel on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're going to be talking about Maurice and Kimmy, that kind of drama. If you watch it, you will want to be there. It's going to be an open panel. You guys will be able to talk about Maurice being an F-boy and Kimmy following up behind him. It's going to be fun. So it was supposed to be today, but I had stuff to do. I will see you guys tomorrow, or if anything else pops off. I did a video on Jamie Foxx. Check that out. It was a short video. The people are not here for Jamie Foxx being spotted on that boat. People are saying he's a stunt double. It is what it is. So check those videos out. I will see you later. And definitely check out my plot to destroy Tamika. I worked really hard on that video, and now I know I was spot on with that video. I can't tell you how I know I was spot on, but your boy knows he was spot on. So anyway, see you guys later. Have a great night. Like the video on your way out, and I'll end with my intro because y'all seem to like Sharonda.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I want to make it make
Make it make sense.
That's all. 1 and 1 got to equal 2.
Make it make sense, boo.
Big Mims. Surfer. Make it make sense. sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Trying to run. She can't run. Now who can't run? Now who can't run? Who can't run? Yeah.
Who can I run to? See you guys tomorrow. I hope you had a great weekend. Get some rest because it's Monday and y'all gotta go to work. Bye.